Hello everyone. Navasayadri Education Society's group of institution Pune welcomes you for workshop on basics of engineering mathematics. Today we will discuss about the complex number. Once upon a time, in real numbers, square root of a negative number was not defined. So there was no real number satisfying equation x square plus 1 is equal to 0. That is, there was no real solution for root of minus 1. However, in the 16th century, a mathematician named Cardano, who first started thinking about solutions of quadratic equations with negative discriminants. But in the 18th century, Euler gives root of minus 1 is equal to I, where I is equal to iota, which is a Greek letter, stands for imaginary number, that something which can imagine only. Therefore, the solution of the equation x square plus 1 is equal to 0 is given as x square is equal to minus 1. Therefore, x is equal to plus minus under root of minus 1. Therefore, x is equal to plus minus I. Let us see Venn diagram of number sets. Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 and so on. Whole numbers are simply the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. Integers are like whole number, but they also include negative numbers, but still no fractions allowed. A rational number can be made by dividing two integers, that is, that can be in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. An irrational number is a real number that cannot be written as a fraction of two integers. The examples of the irrational numbers are pi, e, or square root of many numbers. A real number are the numbers which include both rational and irrational numbers. The numbers when squared gives a negative result called as imaginary numbers, and combination of the real and the imaginary numbers gives the complex numbers. Let us see the properties of the iota. Number 1, I is equal to root of minus 1, which is given by the Euler. Number 2, I square is equal to minus 1. Number 3, I cube is equal to minus I. Number 4, I raised to 4 is equal to 1. I raised to 4 is the golden property of the iota. Number 5, sum of any four consecutive integrals of power I is equal to 0. That is 1 plus I square plus I cube is equal to always 0. For example, I raised to 7 plus I raised to 8 plus I raised to 9 plus I raised to 10 is equal to 0. We can take any four numbers, but that number should be in a consecutive. Number 6th rule, product of any four consecutive integral powers of I is equal to minus 1. That is 1 into I square into I cube is equal to I raised to 6, which can be written as a I raised to 4 into I square. We know that I raised to 4 stands for 1 and I square stands for minus 1. Therefore, 1 into minus 1 is equal to minus 1. For example, again I will take same example, I raised to 7 into I raised to 8 into I raised to 9 into I raised to 10, which gives you result as a minus 1. Here, one golden rule again, if I divide the exponent by 4, what is meant by the exponent? Here 7, 8, 9, 10, that is the raised to the power called as the exponent. Okay. If I divide that exponent by 4 and there was no remainder, that means answer is 1. If remainder is 1, answer is I. If remainder is 2, answer is minus 1. And if remainder is 3, answer is minus I. Let us study about the Cartesian form of a complex number. Complex numbers are written in the form of a plus ib, where a and b are the real numbers. Similar to real plane for real numbers, we have complex plane for complex numbers. Apart from calling complex plane, this is a plane also called as a Argand plane or Gaussian plane. We can represent the complex number as z is equal to a plus ib, where real part of z is denoted by re of z is equal to a, which is represented on real axis or x-axis. Imaginary part of z, which is denoted by im of z, which is equal to b, which is represented on imaginary axis, that is a y-axis. Let us study one simple example. Write real part of z and imaginary part of z, where z is equal to minus 4 plus i3. If I compare the given expression with z is equal to a plus ib, then I can write that real part of z is equal to minus 4 and imaginary part of z is equal to 3. It is very simple solution. Now let us study about the polar form of complex number. Let z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number that we can represent it on the Argand plane as shown in figure. By Pythagoras theorem, I can write OP is equal to R is equal to under root of the x square plus y square. But I know that what is x? X is the real part of z. What is y? It is the imaginary part of z. Therefore, I can write it as under root of the real part of z square plus imaginary part of z square. This r is also called as a modulus of z, that is the distance between the point P from the origin O. The line OP makes angle with the real axis in an anticlockwise direction is known as argument or amplitude of z, denoted by argument of z is equal to theta. If we apply the trigonometric ratios, tan theta is equal to opposite side upon adjacent side. Therefore, we can write it as imaginary part of z divided by real part of z. Therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse of the imaginary part of z divided by real part of z. Take one note here, argument or amplitude of the z always lies in between 0 to 2 pi. There is a relationship between the rectangle and the polar coordinates. If see the diagram properly, from the diagram I can write it as a cos theta is equal to x divided by r, that is the adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. Therefore, x is equal to r cos theta. Similarly, sin theta is equal to y by r, that is the opposite side upon the hypotenuse. Therefore, y is equal to r sin theta. Modulus of z is equal to r is equal to under root of the x square plus y square, which we have seen in previous slide only, and theta is equal to tan inverse of the y by x is there. Therefore, z is equal to x plus iy. Therefore, z is equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. Therefore, z is equal to, if I take r as a common in bracket, it becomes cos theta plus I sin theta. Therefore, z is equal to mod of z cos theta plus I sin theta. Therefore, z is equal to mod of z e raised to I theta. Z is equal to x plus iy is called as a Cartesian form or rectangular form. Z is equal to mod of z cos theta plus I sin theta called as a polar form. And z is equal to mod of z e raised to I theta is called as a Euler form. Let us see one example. Write a polar form of z is equal to 4 minus i3. If I compare the given expression with z is equal to x plus iy, then I can know that x is equal to 4 and y is equal to minus 3. First find out the mod of z. Mod of z is equal to r is equal to under root of the x square plus y square. If I substitute the value of x and y in that, then I will get the modulus of z is equal to 5. Again, theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. Therefore, tan inverse of minus 3 by 4, which gives you angle as a minus 36.86 degree. Therefore, z is equal to 5 in bracket cos of minus 36.86 degree plus I sine of minus 36.86 degree, which is nothing but the polar form of given Cartesian form z is equal to 4 minus I3. Let us consider another example. Convert the polar point 10, 53.13 degree to rectangular coordinates. Here, mod of z, that is the modulus of z, is equal to r is equal to 10 and theta is 53.13 degree. In previous slide, we have studied the relation that is x is equal to r cos theta. Substitute the value x is equal to 10 cos of 53.13 degree. We'll get the x approximately 6. Similarly, y is equal to r sin theta. Therefore, y is equal to 10 sine 53.13 degree, which gives you result approximately equal to 8. The point in the rectangular form is given by z is equal to x plus iy is equal to 6 plus j i8. Or I can say rectangular coordinates of given point are 6, 8. We can do the conversion by using calculator, which is very simple one. Let us convert the rectangular form to the polar form using the calculator. First, switch on your calculator and put your calculator on a complex mode by pressing mode button. After pressing the mode button, press 2. Your calculator display will be like this way. It is in a complex mode now. Now, in bracket, right, press 3 plus 4 ENG. ENG button is available on your calculator. Bracket complete, shift, then plus. Your display shows like this way. In bracket 3 plus 4i, bracket complete, are at an angle of theta. Then click on equal to. Now you can see there is a number 5. It is only magnitude. Then press shift and then equal. You can see the angle, that is 53.13 degree. Now let us convert the polar to rectangular by using the calculator. Again, put your calculator on a complex mode. In bracket, press 5, then shift, then angle button is there. On that angle button, there is the minus sign symbol shows. Then 53.13 degree, 53.13, bracket complete, and press minus button. Your display will be like this way only. Then click on equal to. It will show 3, which is a value of x. Then again press shift equal. It will show 3.999, that is approximately equal to 4. Thank you.